Hi YouTubers, so it's video to 7.0, it's my video to Cigar Gang right now, and it's been motherfucking Cigar Gang, so video from motherfuckers right now, so Guys Talk video number 119, pretty fucking cool, that's pretty fucking amazing, so yeah, pretty fucking cool, so anyway, Guy Talk video number 119 for you motherfuckers Cigar Gang, okay, ready to ask you motherfuckers a question, so anyway, Cigar Gang roll call motherfuckers, so this question for you motherfuckers right now is basically, would you find it uncomfortable, or would you, not want to engage in sex with a woman, a nice big ass woman like the big ass cigar, if the woman was forcing you to have sex. Now, obviously, no man wants to be raped by another man. It's like, hell no, hell to the fucking no. It's like, that's just like, terrifying. It's like for, some strange guy to stick his pecker in your asshole. It's like, no guy wants that shit, But if it was a woman, on the other hand, nice big ass woman like the big ass cigar, would you mind that? It's like, if a woman said, I'm going to force you to have sex with me, whether you motherfucker like it or not. It's like, would you like that motherfucker? It's like, even though technically, I guess technically it is considered rape because the woman is forcing you to have sex against your will. You might not be horny right now. You might not be, your pecker might not be hard. You might be just watching TV. You might be smoking a cigar, a nice big ass cigar. You might just be, sitting down, doing whatever, having lunch, But if a woman said, you are forced to have sex with me, would you mind that shit? Now, I think most guys would not mind that shit, since bullshit is bullshit, because it's one thing, obviously, if some strange dude comes up to you and tries to stick his pecker in your asshole, it's like, unless you're, like, overly gay or you have some weird, like, fetish, like that kind of shit, it's like, obviously then, you wouldn't like that shit because like no guy wants to be raped by another man. But if it was like a woman, nice big ass woman with big tits, big hot pussy, big luscious blonde hair, big sexy MILF, you get the fucking point, fucking hot woman with big juicy melons, all that shit, it's like, yeah, that's kind of a dream come true. It's kind of a typical male fantasy for a woman to rape you as opposed to a man. It's like, I hate to use the word rape, but it's like, yeah, it's like, yeah, it's kind of like a typical, male fantasy for a dominatrix, woman to come in, and hold you down and have sex with you. It's like, that's kind of like a dream come true for most motherfuckers. It's like, the only time I can think of where it wouldn't be very ideal would be like number one is if you were at work. It's like, obviously you wouldn't want to get fired. I mean, having sex at work, having sex in your office is not worth getting fired because obviously you have to pay the fucking rent, you have to pay the fucking mortgage, you have to pay your fucking bills. It's like, obviously, it's not, having sex with a woman is not worth getting fired or worth getting suspended from school. So obviously, yeah, it's like, obviously you wouldn't want that shit, because you wouldn't want to get fired or suspended or expelled from school. Number two, the second time where it would suck, for a woman to force you to have sex with you would be as if the woman was under the age of consent. If the woman was underage, click, jailbait, click, jailbait. Yeah, it's like, you wouldn't want to have sex with something like that because you could get into some big fucking shit with that, fucking bullshit with that, You would not want to have sex with somebody who's under the legal age of consent, which the legal age of consent varies by state, country by country. So, here in the United States, it can be 16, 17, or 18. Some countries it can be as low as 14 or 15. So you would want to make sure the woman was at least, 18, probably at least 18 years old. So you want to make sure they're a fucking adult, And also, another time where it would suck is if the woman was unattractive. It's like, yeah, I wouldn't want some, I mean, I'm not trying to be a bit, trying to be a bastard, I'm not trying to be like a total asshole, but it's like if some woman is clearly unattractive, some, 90-year-old granny, trying to rape you, it's like, yeah, that's not very attractive, some, elderly woman with saggy tits, trying to, have her way with you. It's like, or some, yeah, I'm not trying to be, total jerk. It's like, but most men wouldn't want some, some 85-year-old, crazy elderly granny trying to, have their way with you. It's like, or the other case where it would suck, is if it was like, the woman had an STD or HIV. She was HIV positive or had, STDs or STIs. It's like, herpes, chlamydia, gonorrhea, syphilis, all genital warts, all, crabs, all that kind of stuff, and that it would fucking suck because it might be enjoyable while it lasted, but yeah, you wouldn't want to get a fucking STD or a fucking HIV because that that fucking shit is serious. That shit is serious. As in bullshit is bullshit. But assuming she was just in your house, you were just watching TV and your pecker was getting hard, or, you were just, relaxing and she was of legal age, 18 or older, and, there was no strings attached. She wasn't, she was negative for all the, STDs. And that can also be limited by using a condom. So if you're unsure, you always use a condom. And in general, of hookups, I would recommend always using condoms. Even though I'm not sexually active, I would always recommend, erring on the side of safety and using a condom, because you never know what the woman might have for a potential pussy infection, or ass infection, or tit infection. So anyway, that's about it. So I think it is a typical male fantasy for a woman to kind of have their way with them, or like rape them. So anyway, pretty fucking cool. Bye.